Where you been in the streets, been missing you. Welcome back, welcome back.
What's up? What's up? This your boy Rich OG. Just coming up off that red eye flight, all the way from LA, touchdown in the ATL, rocking with you guys, Street versus Industry, the number one podcast down south, about to be the number one podcast taking over the nation, baby. You know what it is. Look me up, Rich OG Life, Rich OG.
Yo, what's happening? What it do? It's your boy Cali Shots, and this is Street versus Industry, and I'm Cali with a K. That's Cali with a K. Kalishots, man, all over the platforms, man. Yeah, we back with another episode, Street versus Industry, and I'm here with my sidekick. Not my sidekick, that's my partner in crime. Let me correct that.
Y'all already know this your boy DJ Hustle. You can follow me at DJ Hustle King on all social media platforms. You know what time it is. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, Hustle, man, tell me who we got here, man, because I feel the energy coming from OG, man. He giving off real OG boss energy, dog.
Oh, you already know we got legendary Rich OG in the building.
Okay. Rich OG. Yeah, Rich OG, tell me something about yourself, OG. Tell me where you're from, what's going on with you. Let the people know who you are, because, you know, this is we're a new platform, and you're probably new to some of our viewers and listeners, man. So let them folks know what's going on with you.
Right, for sure, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the introduction, brother. We getting it in. Yeah, I appreciate the introduction, brother. We getting it in, you know. I'm from Memphis 10, but by way of LA, we did. So
Okay.
I've been in LA now, man, for like about 13, 14 years, something like that. I lose track of time as time go by. You know what I mean? Life ain't never one long day. You know?
True that. So, man, so what else is we need to know about you, man. You're an artist. Of course, you're established OG, because you can tell from your persona. So, what else do we need to know about you, man? Because we want to know. We taking this time to dive in deep. You know what I'm saying? To get to know you. You know what I'm saying? What's in the mind of Rich OG, and what has he done? What is he gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Basically, you know, it really comes down to principles. You know, and that's the thing. I'm a man of principles.
Understand?
And that's like the root of my foundation. Principles, you know, and you got the right principles, you can get through any door that you need to get through. I'm pretty much like a one-man army, you know. That's why you don't see 20 guys behind me.
Understood.
You know, so I got a lot of guys, you know, I got a lot of love for. They got 20 guys behind them. Nothing wrong with that. But
Understood.
You see how I came in solo dolo, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Pulled up 100,000, you know. That's how we do it.
Okay, and you actually pulled up solo dolo. You are you living in the West Coast right now?
Yep, I live in LA right now. Yep.
Okay, man. I already know that's a totally different vibe. Is the vibe different in LA than it is here in Atlanta? What is there a big difference?
Yeah, it's a huge difference. But you know, it's love on both sides of the track. Memphis, Atlanta, they're very similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, growing up in Memphis, we listened to a lot of Atlanta music.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm from that era, you know, Freaknik era. So we used to drive back and forth to Freaknik back in the day. I know a lot of these youngsters, they weren't privy to that type of thing.
Right,
you know what
I mean? Right.
They missed out for sure.
So you're originally from Memphis.
Yeah.
You stay in LA now.
Yeah, been up there
Okay.
14
Okay.
years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now what took me to LA was the fact that, you know, I sort of kind of hit a ceiling down south.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So once again, it's always gonna come back down to principles. And so sometimes in life you will hit a ceiling and you're like, man, what am I gonna do now? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because see, the thing about it is, you know, in the game, in the industry, in life in general, a lot of people feel like other people owe them something. I just never took that approach. You know.
Right.
I taught my way into Bad Boy Records. I went to the top floor by myself. You know. No help, no manager, no lawyers, no nothing. Next thing you know, I'm in the top floor of Bad Boy Records back in the day.
Okay.
You know, back in New York. And so basically I'm mentioning that because it's one of them things where, you know, instead of me waiting for Puffy to come and find me, hey, man, I'm that guy. I'm looking for Puff.
Okay.
Where you at? Puffy, get out. Come here. You know what I mean? That type of thing, you know. And that's been my approach with everything, you know. Rest in peace, Lord Infamous. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to that guy. You know, to 3-6 the whole 9.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I slapped hands with Lord. You know, I done slapped hands with Coolster. You know, rest in peace with Coolster.
Real
you know
OGs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Real
so
OGs.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's just a policy, man. Principles, man. I think that, notice I said think, not feel. Because, you know, when you start talking about what you feel, now you're dealing with feminine energy.
Exactly.
So I said I think. You know, and that's
Keep
the
everything
thing.
logical.
Right. So that's the thing. You know, you could get anywhere you want to be. You know what I mean? So I got a very vast background. Not to go too far too soon, but man, y'all got the floor. Talk to me.
Right. So yeah, speaking of that, you hit on what I was just getting ready to tap into, the music industry, man. So right now you're producing music, you're writing music, you do all the above. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the project that you get ready to put out or have put out?
Right. Well, see, my whole new album is finished, mixed and mastered. You know what I mean? I pretty much did the mixing and the mastering and recording in the studio in Hollywood.
Okay.
It's the same studio, one of the same studios that Lil Wayne go to. So I got a lot of love for those guys. This guy in particular by the name of James. He's an incredible engineer. If some of these guys get a chance to meet him, I guarantee you they're gonna stop going wherever they was going. I feel very fortunate to have met that guy. But yeah, so that's the thing, man. It's politics as usual. Right now I got my whole album finished. Like I was telling Hustle King last week, I got 2 new songs I'm getting ready to record when I get back to the LA and shit Monday. You know what I mean? So and one of them is like a Afro pop style job, and another one is like a Caribbean style job. So I'm pretty much gonna fly my whole team to New York. You know what I'm saying? In June. You know what I'm saying? Get about 20 flights. We're gonna go up there and do it big for the parade. And we're gonna show up and show out. Yeah, but like you said, you asked me that question, what do I do? I rap, I write, you know what I mean? I put a lot of people on TV, I done put a lot of people on radio. I do a lot of marketing as well.
Okay, let's tap into that, the filming side, because that's my side of town. So you got me curious now. Right. So what is it that you exactly? What's your position in the filming industry?
So pretty much, I'm sort of kind of like now I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna say a lot of names that a lot of people like. I'm gonna say a lot of names that a lot of people don't.
Name dropping helps.
But I don't really care who don't like it. I don't really care who do like it.
Right. Understood.
Again, I'm still on those principles.
Right.
So when you ask me about the film thing, I'm sort of kind of like taking the Dame Dash approach. Shouts out to Dame. You know what I mean? Much love to that guy. So I don't hold cameras. You know what I mean? I don't do no editing. Rich OG, drop that bread. Somebody else gonna hold that camera.
Okay.
Somebody else gonna do that editing.
Okay.
And it's funny that you asked about that because I just started my new film company over the summertime when it bought all this elaborate equipment, Sony Red and all this stuff. I'm self-funded, self-financed. You know what I mean? Do everything myself. And I found that most times in life, when you do things by yourself, it always work out. When you try to do things with other people, your intentions may be good, but life is going to send people in different directions. You can't do anything about that. So I have to respect that at all times. You know what I mean? As far as producing is concerned, I do produce under my other alias, which is DJ Ghost Pack. You know what I mean? So you know how the industry, it can get kind of finicky sometimes when one person producing and rapping. They'll knock on your door and be like, man, you got to pick a side. So I said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another alter ego called DJ Ghost Pack. So I'm not a DJ, but I own that brand. And DJ Ghost Pack, that's the brand. Super dope logo. Hustle King seen it already. And that's my approach. I produce tracks, up under that moniker.
Okay, and with the film side, you say you don't hold cameras or you do no editing. Not hands on. So that means you're playing the executive producer position.
Yeah, I got I got relationships with all of the big boys. The end game.
Right.
Netflix, Redbox, Hulu, Adult Swim, Comedy Central.
Right.
HGTV. My plug with HGTV actually live in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nice lady. You know what I mean? So when it's time to want to get some stuff going on, you want to do some big things. You want to do some things. A biopic, reality TV shows. Hit my line, and we can put it together, make it happen.
Man, y'all hear that? Y'all heard him.
Real plug.
Y'all heard him. Everybody that's into the film, and you heard it. The man said, "Hit him up, tap in. If you're doing reality shows, bios, you feel me? Hey, you need to tap in with Rich OG, man. This is crazy."
Yeah, bro. The way I got my start into the film world was I used to fly people in and out of town. You know what I mean? From all over the country, from Pennsylvania, New Jersey. New York, Tennessee, Phoenix, Milwaukee, Oregon, just all over. I used to fly people in and out of town, and pretty much I was executive producer of their videos, their video shoots, to make sure everything worked out for them from the time they got off the plane to the time they got back on the plane. And so far, we're like 13-0. We ain't lost yet.
Okay, no doubt, man.
Now, have everybody, like, for people who don't know, have you ever always been going by Rich OG?
No, that's a good question. I like how you put me on the spot. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, well, I got the nicest way I can say it is, the streets know me as Flow Master, FLOWW Master, and you can look that up, as well. That's a nicer way I can say it. The streets know me as Flow Master. I can't say too much about that, but we made it work. We made it work.
So you can't say why you changed it.
I changed it. I changed it up because I'm trying to be kind of a little bit more modern per se.
Okay.
Sort of kind of like your boy. With much respect to 2 Chainz, I'm just a big fan of music. I'm a big fan of hip hop. I don't look at anybody as competition. I don't look at anybody as a threat. I respect everybody. I think that if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 10. Maybe, 200, 300 players in the NBA. I think everybody brings something to the table. And I think that we all can have more as a collective if we stop looking at he's a threat to me. So it's sort of kind of like the 2 Chainz effect. He went from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz.
Yeah. I thought he went from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz because Ludacris and the label owned the name Titty Boy, and he had to change his name because he wanted to go independent.
And I'm not saying saying that wasn't the case, because that is the case for a lot of people. But it's just wasn't the case for me. My thing was just kind of bring things up into a modern.
Because it sounded more, Floor Master sounded more like 1980s, 90s.
90s, early millennium. And I need to switch it up. Only my closest people, they knew me as Rich OG for like the last 3-4 years, but I didn't make it public, until last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a smart man, though. I like it.
So what else you got going on with the music? You said you dropping the album. You finished the album. Yeah. Do you have a set date for it?
I don't have a set release date for it quite yet, but you'll be the first to know. I'll make sure y'all get that exclusive interview.
You heard it, Street versus Industry.
All right, right here, exclusiveness. Hey, OG, I'm curious, man. So I'm listening to you and I'm hearing all these the accolades and your accomplishments. So at this point, right now, at this level in your career, what's the next step for you? What's the next move? What's the level? What's the like that ceiling, that next level up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's next for you?
What's next for me, my guy, is pretty much attacking billboards.
Understood.
That's pretty much my next move, attacking billboards. Once I go ahead and hit that top 20 on billboards, humbly speaking, then we're gonna go ahead and start entertaining bigger things. Rich OG love the kids. You know what I mean? So I have no problem with putting programs together for children. For the kids, for the little ones, young adults. And the ones that's in trouble as well as the ones that's not in trouble. Yeah. Okay.
And on another note, man, as far as like with the music and the filming, what were your inspirations? You know what I'm saying? What made you latch on so tight and able to flip it how you did? You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
What was in you?
My foundation, man. The long story short, my foundation pretty much is my family.
Okay.
My grandmother, she had a piano and an organ in her house, when I was little. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, 5, 6 years old, I'm sitting beside a piano every day. And so those melodies going into my system, going into my brain at a young age, everybody don't have that as their reference. That's not who they are. That's who I am. So that was one of the things. Outside of that, by 3 6 Mafia, coming from the M-Town, and I'm sitting in class with some of their family members, and I'm like, damn. It can work for them, it can work for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So work your ass off, you know what I mean? And more than likely, you're going to get the results you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my inspiration. Yeah.
Have you ever did a track with 3 6 Mafia?
Shouts out to Paul, shouts out to Juice. I done slapped hands with Juicy a few times. I haven't had the privilege to slap hands with Paul yet, but shouts out to Skinny Pimp, the living legend, Kingpin Skinny Pimp. Back in the day, I did wind up getting getting a track from Paul through Skinny. You know what I mean? It was all in there together, whatever. And it wound up working out. So I haven't had a chance to work with those guys directly, but indirectly, we made some things happen.
Okay.
What about Player Fly?
Player Fly.
Player Fly.
Legend.
That's that guy, boy.
Shouts out to man,
That's
Funky
that
Town,
guy.
Mr. Funky Town right there. He
Man,
locked
he
the
got
whole
the
South
city
down.
on lock.
Man,
Not the
what?
city, the
No, whole South.
Man,
He
for
like the
real.
whole
Let me
South.
rephrase
Fly.
that.
Shout out to OG Player Fly, man.
I talked to Fly a few years ago on the phone. We chopped it up. Before that, though, we had been in a few different functions at the same location at the same time, so that was cool. But yeah, well, I said, man, a lot of guys they don't really got love, for their fellow brethren. You know what I mean? I'm just not that guy. I got love for everybody because ain't nobody no intimidation factor for me personally. I'm good.
Okay.
Good deal, man. Good deal. But OG, I'm over here listening to you again, man, brother. So, what is it that it would take to get on your team? Tell the people, what it take to be a part of your team. What are you looking for? Like, what type of people are you looking for?
Man, that's so rare right there.
You see, that's what I'm saying, because you said you're a one-man army.
Yeah.
But it's like, you could, if you add the right texture of people,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you can probably get a whole lot more done quicker.
Well, I mean, it just be, I can't say I'm going to get more done quicker. I know you
Well, I mean, touch more ground with the right foot
I
soldiers.
agree with that.
Yeah, with the right foot soldiers.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So it's just more or less one of them things. We're going to go back to this center point, principles. We're going to go back to those principles.
Understood.
I have to surround myself with people that's,
Have the
rooted
same
in
principles.
rooted in principles. Like
Yeah,
you.
makes sense.
Like you and Hustle King, y'all rooted in the same principles.
Yeah.
Y'all on the same frequency. So it's super easy for y'all to get things done. I got a team. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a one-man army when it comes to, what I'm doing a lot of times. So, it's just one of those things, man. Like I say, teamwork make the dream work. I get it, but you have to be careful because if you're not careful, before you know it, you're depending on different people instead of depending on yourself. I try to teach my team, you always got to be willing to take the last shot.
Yeah.
I teach my team, if I got an MPC, then everybody on the team need an MPC.
Okay.
If I got a promotion van, then everybody on the team need their own promotion van. You know what I'm saying? I got AR-15s. Everybody on the team need AR-15s.
Right.
It ain't a situation where people need to depend on me to have everything, and then they just get whatever left over.
So is one band, one sound?
Right.
Everybody need to be on the same accord, moving militant.
That's it right there, brother. You know what I mean?
Understood.
And always
Understand.
be a lifelong learner. You know what I mean? A student of life at all times.
Yeah.
I mean, we can joke, we can laugh, we can play games, but some of my family members, they own football fields in Africa right now.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be the next family member to own a football field in Africa.
Broaden your
what I'm
horizons and
saying?
expand your
Yeah,
thinking.
man,
Understand?
yeah.
Hey man, I don't mean to get off the track, but we just had a legend walk in the building, and I really appreciate him showing up. But my man, you got to pull up a chair, put on some headphones, so we can get into this hip hop, because my OG, he from Memphis, man, and he done slapped hands with some of the best from 3-6. Get your chair right there, New Face, man. Yeah, we got New Face in the building.
New Face in the building.
New Face in the building on Street versus Industry.
The hip hop.
This is history. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying.
Yo, what's going on, man? You know it's official now. New Face was there, Streets versus Industry. Don't get better than that, man. The #1 podcast in the game, man. Taking over, not just this year, next year and beyond. Let's go. Bam.
Yeah, that was a pause for a special call. Yeah, man. It's your boy Cali Shots, and it's Cali with a K, man. And we back again. Street versus Industry. Cali Shots.
Yep.
DJ Hustle.
Yep.
Rich OG.
What up,
and
what up?
my guy. This is a special moment for me. My guy, New Face. Larry Compton.
Oh, man. You know it's official when they use their government name.
Boy, what? Yeah.
You know it's family then.
Boy, what? Yes, Sirski, man. But yeah, man, this is a special episode because OG, he's from Memphis by way of Cali. He flew out here, you know what I'm saying, to be a part of our platform. You know what I'm saying, and expanding this network, which network is already established here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So, Rich OG, I just want you to run down. You know what I'm saying, one more time. You know what I'm saying. Your history in hip hop. So you know what I'm saying. So we can ping pong out there
Catch me on up.
because my guy,
I've seen you somewhere besides TV.
You have?
Maybe 85 South Show or Drink Champ.
every man, New Face is
I
everywhere.
seem like I done see you in the street somewhere.
Right,
One of them,
maybe.
off one of them docks or something.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? You know know what I mean? I think that was you.
You
know?
never know where I might pop up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I see you on TV.
New face was there.
Yeah. It was like probably like 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Seagulls sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
That's about right. That's about right. That's about
yeah,
right.
Man, I'm Rich OG, man. You know what I mean? Formerly known as Flow Master, FLOWW Master. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can look me up. Rich OG Life on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? At Rich OG Life. You can also go to my website, richog.com. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, you know, we getting it in. I'm from Memphis, but well-traveled. I ain't gonna go too deep with the whole well-traveled thing, but, you know, I have the privilege of running through, that's me right there. I had the privilege of running through about 35, 40 different states, you know what I'm saying, getting money in all of them. You know, so it's been positive, it's been real. Got a very vast background, you know, from rental car companies. Graduated from real estate school many years ago. Just sold one of my condos out there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Had it on Airbnb, this, that, and the other. In the process of buying 6 condos, and you know, it's at the Staples Center right now. Working on that. Me and my cousin Cadillac Jr. What's up? You know, he out there in Nashville. Me and him, we got a trucking company together right now. I got my guy E Slim the Don. You know, me and him got that new hit single, Slap the Taste Out Your Mouth.
Hey.
It's going viral within the next 60 days. You know, Hustle King going hard with that. You know, the whole West Coast going hard with that. So we slapped the taste out their mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know we did a rehearsal for an event about 2 weeks ago, and some real cutthroat dudes. They was watching me, you know, do my rehearsal. It was like they had the still face on. Their face was looking real strong. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So then I ran it back the second time. Everybody was smiling because it's just a real song. Which y'all got real ingredients. You know what I'm saying? So, that's
how you know you got one when the streets respect you, and the gangsters and the thugs is bobbing their head too,
exactly.
smiling.
Exactly. Streets versus industry type.
Streets versus industry.
Yeah. But yeah, I want you to give them a little insight about 3-6. You and Lord Infamous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Lord Infamous.
Yeah, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? Lord Infamous, man. You know, he was out there in South Memphis. You know, rocking with my guys, Luciano Crime Family. You know what I'm saying? Some of my guys. What's up, Dirty Red? You know, so back in the day, it's just one of them things. You know, I was, always trying to be involved. I always had respect for these guys. I'm like, shit, you know, where they at? You know, I'm by myself, where they at? I'll pull up. What's going on? You know, he came out the house with love. Like, what's going on, man? Hey, man, what's up? Introduced myself like a gentleman. And we chopped it up. We didn't get a chance to do no work together, but it was always a mutual respect thing. You know, he saw me, I saw him, type of thing. Same thing with Kusta. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Kusta. Same thing. You know, we slapped hands. You know, met up a few times, actually at the club. You know what I mean? And so that was all love. Shouts out to my boy Drama Boy and I ain't talked to him in a long time, man.
He's expecting a baby drummer boy soon.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Ed actually proposed. I was at the Hawks game. He proposed to his lady at the game.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Try to find my sounds now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, boy.
That's the one.
But yeah, me and John, you know, we had a chance to.
Nah, OG, don't pay OG.
You crazy.
Go ahead, man.
I was saying, me and Drummer had a chance to, you know, make a few tracks together. Wasn't a whole catalog of tracks. Shouts out to Drummer. You see this interview, tap in with me, man. Rich OG Life.
No doubt.
I ain't forgot about you. I know you ain't forgot about me. We just in 2 different worlds, hard to cross paths. You know what I mean? Sometimes, because, you know, I'm everywhere, he everywhere. I might be on the West Coast, he on the East Coast, I'm on the East Coast, he in the West Coast, type of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we did make a few tracks together down in the House of Blues. You know what I'm saying? This brother, Insane Wayne, R.I.P. Insane Wayne. You know what I mean? He was the general manager down at the House of Blues in Memphis, you know what I mean? Down there, cranking it up, making it do what it do as well.
Okay.
So, man, yeah, the history's thorough.
That's
We
what's
solid
up,
all the
man.
way
That's
through and
what's
through.
up.
And
Yeah,
never
man.
had no problem with nothing. With nobody, nothing on no level ever.
Okay, man, that let you know you solidified and your face card is solid.
Ain't that what we talk about?
Yeah, that face card, man, is
all we got.
Yeah, it's
Hold on,
always
one
got to
second.
be immaculate.
I gotta send a special shout out to one of my guys, Gangsta Black.
Hey, you
Y'all
heard
know
him.
about him. Y'all know about him, Gangsta Black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta Black.
One One of the realest to ever do it. Straight out the M-Town. Candy B. Shouts out to you, brother. We chop it up every once in a while, you know.
Hey, them roots run deep down
Man, we
there.
got, hey, man. I love
That's
it.
before my time. I'm feeling like I'm the young one now. I'm the youngest one.
I love the M-Town, man. I love it. I love it.
And I got that special story with Gangsta Boo. You know, that was sis too, man. Every time she was in the city, man.
They were locked in hard, don't you? They were locked in real
I
hard.
took her to the Trap Music Museum. She called me up, you know, and she would always be on Run the Jewels album. Killer Mike fuck with her too. So every time she was in the city recording, she would DM me like, "New face, where you know?" So shout out to her, man. And condolences too, because January 1st of last year we lost her. New Year's Day.
That was January the 1st?
Yeah, the first day. That's what I remember waking up to it like, because she did a show with
I
Ball and
didn't
G.
know that.
That's crazy.
She did a show with Ball and G New Year's Eve, and I'm like, and she hooked up, and then that was the first thing I remember seeing, January 1st. Lola passed, so that's crazy, lady, R.I.P. But yeah, that, you know, K-Dub, you know, that's Memphis all the time. You know what I'm saying? Drummer boy. He got a new book too, $100 book. Behind the hits.
Oh yeah, you sure do. You sure do.
So definitely
Sure do.
make sure y'all lock y'all in too. And House of Fresh, you know, you got a clothing store here as well. Definitely, man. You know, I love Memphis. You know, that music. Detroit got all the you know, everybody say what you listen to in Detroit, but we got everything from the West Coast, Midwest, of course, Detroit, but we got the Memphis, the Carolinas, we got the music. Our tape stores had all that music, so I was just absorbing all of it. And Memphis really stuck out. And even before college, my friends would take me with Diamonds and Denims, like
Denim and Diamonds.
Denim and Diamonds, yeah, man. Yeah. So I spent the day
Lot of
there.
history over there.
Yeah, man, just that one as well, man. And you know, I got autographs from Paul and Juicy, and you know, 3-6. Project Pat just did One Music Fest. So I got to see him, man, and it's just, you know, Memphis always been loved. That's probably, I say Memphis and Oakland is the ones that I resort to. Like, I feel like they like Detroit. You know, them the people, some of my best friends is from those two right there. We relate so much.
Right. I've been to Detroit 2 times.
Oh yeah, the D. My dog repping that D hard out here in Atlanta, man.
Some people forget that's where I'm from, which is good or bad. You know, it's like, hey,
Yeah.
because I put a post up, I was like, I ain't even from Atlanta, but I get disrespected when people talk about Atlanta like they from here, like in Goody Mob song say, if you don't like where I stay, fly away. Like, I be feeling that way too. How you talking about the city and you here? Like, you gotta respect where you at.
A lot of people don't do that. They come here and they disrespect the city and they call us slow, and man, I hate it.
But I feel like if you're making money or you're getting these connections here,
you gotta respect that. If you don't like it, get the hell on.
Hell on and move on. But people be here and complaining. That's one of my worst people is complainers.
Right.
You rarely hear that for somebody that's not from the city.
Right. But it's easier to adjust. I mean, you trying to fight against that just causes friction, man. It's just more free. I mean, you got you know what I'm saying? You got, just like he said, it's principles upon every subject, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's principles. You know what I'm saying? So, I think by you abiding by those principles, you know what I'm saying, it makes everything smooth. It's just like, you know, when me and you are attending events, you know what I'm saying? We moving with a certain energy in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? We attract certain things.
Right. Cooler heads will prevail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's
real.
You know, that's the foundation of all this stuff. Cooler heads will prevail. Sometimes we have to, you know, let these people win those little battles while we concentrate on the war.
True.
That's something that's very hard for us to do.
OG. Amen.
Very hard for us to do, but we can do it. You know what I mean? We've been doing it. You know what I mean?
Amen.
I'd rather let them think I took a loss.
Right.
You won. I say that all the time. Social media, you got it. You know, you got it. You won.
All right.
I said it on my IG. People be like, something, but then they'd DM me like, oh, damn, you was right. Erase my comment. Like, no, just stand on it.
You won. Yeah.
You won.
Straight up. So, hey, OG.
What's up with
Back on to this, to your projects, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna catch, we gonna catch New Face up on what's going on. Which we just called him up from where he was from, but like he's tapped in with Netflix, You tapped in.
Redbox, Tubi.
Redbox, Tubi. You know what I'm saying? So
That's on the film side.
On the film
I
side.
just started a new film company and shit. Went and bought all these billion-dollar cameras and shit. So make sure we look right. Because, once again, principles.
Yeah.
How 1, 2, 3, 4 of us going to compete as a racing team, and we come out there with Subaru motors, and all the competitions got Lambo motors. It ain't going to work. We might keep them for 3 or 4 laps, but after them 3 or 4 laps, our shit going to blow up, and then it's done. You know what I mean? So we just spread no expense. We spread no expense for success. You know what I mean? 3 hours from now ain't promising a damn person in this room. As a matter of fact, every second that you alive, 2 people born and 1 person died. You could look it up. Yeah. So it's these principles.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's hella deep.
Yeah.
But even on the film side, man, what projects are you looking forward to produce? What type of projects have you produced?
Right. So with the film side, like I was telling my brothers here, I had the privilege of pretty much arranging right at 13 video shoots, flying artists in from all over the country to LA, seeing their campaign go all the way through from the time they got out the airport to the time they got back in the airport, make sure they was good, whatever they wanted. We did the yachts and the planes, the private jets, whatever they want, type of thing. And so from doing it for so many years, amongst commercials, things like that. So right now, I'm more concentrated on a different kind of angle. I can't say too much about it, but I'm not looking to do any kind of hood movies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Tubi.
I respect that.
No disrespect to Tubi.
But that just ain't where I'm trying to come. But I'm going to tell everybody, there's a reason why you see an abundance of hood movies, because people normally don't have that budget. You know what I'm saying? To rent all of these things. Like, one professional car chase scene could cost you $50,000 in LA. One professional car chase scene could cost you $50,000 in LA.
That's from the car to insurance.
Yeah, the insurance,
The
the
police.
permit, the police, to shut down the block, the helicopter in the sky, all of that.
The stunt man.
The stunt man. So it's like, it's one of those things, who has the money to do a Terminator film other than the people that got $5 million already? Which leads me to another point. A lot of people got to understand, you don't come into this music business trying to get rich. And you can't have the lotto mentality. Now, what is the lotto mentality? The lotto mentality is somebody send Hustle King $20,000, and the first thing they ask Hustle King is, when am I going to get the money back?
Yeah.
You can ask Hustle King. we don't even have those type of conversations. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't have the lotto mentality. It's not you put $1 in and now you restless because you can't figure out when you're going to get that dollar back. It's going to come back, but you have to think like an exec. You have to think like the Fortune 500. You can't think like the opposite of that unless you want the opposite of that results-wise.
I remember I told you from the get-go, from the jump, I said, hey, if you're looking to have 10,000 followers the next day or 20,000 followers the next day,
it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. I told him just like I said, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
It can happen, but it's not gonna be organic.
Right. Most definitely.
But I'm not here to sell you a dream.
Right.
It's gonna be work. You gotta put in your work.
Right. Real talk.
And a lot of A&Rs and DJs, they don't do that. They just go ahead and sell the dream and get the paper.
Get the money and just what I'm saying. And then
Right.
it's a lot of that going on.
Right. As far as DJs is concerned, I got a ton of DJs in LA. They all rock with me. I can call them and do anything I want. So if any of you guys out there got some hot records, y'all want to, get y'all records spinning in LA, Hollywood, Orange County, Inland Empire, LA County, San Bernardino County, man, y'all hit me up. Rich OG Life on Instagram.
You heard it.
Now,
You heard it.
Now, if I ain't mean to cut you, but what major artists would you would love to work with?
That was my nigga question.
Right.
That's from north, south, east.
We gonna say the song that you got out right now.
Right.
Slap the taste out your mouth. Who could you see on that remix? I told you, me personally, I could see Bootsy on that remix, and I could see Ludacris.
Yeah.
I can see Ludacris on that.
I agree with both of that. And my two to add to that would be Nicki and Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some good energy, man. That's real good energy, OG. Yeah.
So that lets me know without even hearing the song, it's an energetic song.
Yeah.
All four of them is the ones that's gonna bring you
Yeah, man.
and sell a song too. They gonna make you believe in it.
We got to make sure New Face is there once we shoot the video.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you, for real.
Oh, you know I get you a flight, man. I'll fly you out there. Ain't no big deal.
Oh,
Man, we gonna film the video for Slap the Taste Out Your Mouth. We're gonna be filming that video in March, in March. So I was gonna do it in April. You know what I'm saying? Hustle King was like, man, we need to do it a little bit soon. I'm like, shit, let's do it. You know what I mean? And done.
Where you gonna shoot it at?
LA.
LA. Okay. So we need to start getting on flights together.
I got 3 flights coming. Y'all ready?
Okay. Shit, let's do it.
I'm ready.
You heard Street versus Industry, man. It's over with.
Done.
Man, that's crazy. But hey, so even we're on the music side, you just named who you would like to have on that single. So are you planning to do any tours? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how far are you finna go with pushing?
Yeah. So like I was telling you earlier, we're just trying to, line up everything. In game, of course, is crack the top 20 on Billboard charts. So you know what I mean. Once that happens, things gonna definitely, the landscape is definitely gonna, favor us a little bit more than it's already doing.
Yes, sir.
Meantime, in between time, it's just one of them things, man, where we're gonna line it all up one step at a time, kick down the door, one zip code at a time, one area code at a time. I'm built to win. You know what I mean? I stay in shape mentally, and I don't lift weights to fight people. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where you just always got to stay in shape. They say that people get old because they stop doing the things that they need to be doing, and they stop doing the things that kept them young. That's why they get old. I remember growing up, people that, people was like 40, 50 years old. When I was a kid, they was like 40, 50, 60 years old. They was like barely could move and shit. Nowadays, fitness is more on the top of the lexicon for people's mentality. And so, people is a little bit more fluent with things nowadays than it was back in the day because, the information age with the internet and all that, it kind of helped us understand, how to not have diabetes and things like that. Keep our energy up.
Yeah.
That's good. That's deep.
Super deep, man.
Do you eat pork?
No, I ain't ate pork in about 24, 26 years.
For me, about 20 years.
I don't know why people eat pork. That's nasty. I can't do that. I can't do the pork thing.
No pork, no tobacco, no alcohol for me.
Smart.
I'm good.
Okay.
No, I'm straight on all that, man. That's that poison, bro.
Man, you know what? I'm going to flip it on y'all real quick. Tell me 2 things about yourself, bro.
Oh, man.
Just 2 things.
Creative, consistent.
What about you, bro?
Hustle. And I don't know. I can't even say. I can't even say. I just know I hustle.
What about King? You consider yourself a king?
Oh yeah.
What about you, my brother?
Walking in purpose and goal oriented. Motivated.
All right. That's dope.
Most definitely. I like that. I like that, though.
That's dope.
What about yourself?
2 words out the door.
Electricity and discipline. I grind 48 hours straight all the time. It's one of those things where if you're 75 years old and you pass, you slept 25 of those years at the ratio of 8 hours of sleep a night. So in your mind, you're saying to yourself, I got to get my rest so my body can work. Well, you just slept 25 years away. So think about how much work you could have did during those hours of being asleep. Because you ain't doing nothing while you sleep. You ain't driving no cars, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't making no plans, you ain't arranging no business because you sleep. So it's just food for thought for everybody, all the billionaires.
That's deep, OG.
They sleeping 3 or 4 hours a day. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you something else too. With our black men, we chasing retirement. We've been sold a bill of goods. Black man like 62 years old, he ready to retire. That white man, he's 62 years old running for president. He looking for work. The black man looking to sit down. What you looking to sit down to do? So then you got to remember something else.
is you gotta have the consumer mentality, or you gotta be a producer of the goods and services to be consumed. You can't live on both sides of the fence. Principles.
Gotta stand on.
And on business.
Boy, that's the meaning of it.
Shouts out to King, you know what I'm saying? T.I. stand on it.
Stand on me.
He's standing on business. Shouts out
Stand
to
on
King,
business.
man. Y'all leave that little man alone, man. You know what I mean? Because I'll have to slap the taste out your mouth. T.I. what's up with it, man?
All right, shout out to the King, man. For real.
And shout out to him too. Last 2 days we was at Atlanta Symphony Hall. He did 20 years of trap music with the symphony orchestra behind him.
That's big.
Yeah, how was that, New Face?
Man, it was historical, man. Just to see the city full of black excellence, the mayor. We had all three of the mayors. We had Keisha
Bottoms. I seen her there.
Andre came up. Raphael Warnock. My boy Dro was clean both days in a row.
Okay.
Nav Green was in there. Ronnie Jordan. You know,
The whole clique was in
the
there.
whole motherfucking
Nav
DJ
Green,
Toon.
The whole crew.
DJ Toon, man. But you just see him do his thing. But the show stealer was young Eris, his daughter, coming out singing her new version with "Live Your Life."
Oh yeah, that was hard, man. I seen the clip of that, man.
Place
That
of
was
Rihanna. She out here. Live your life.
yeah, man. Hey, she killed it too,
Got
bro.
it.
She
Got it.
killed that.
And then you just mentioned an orchestra, which made me think about my guy. Gotta give a shout out. Scarface, Al Capone.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Whoop that trick, you know.
Yeah, the original.
I used to be in the studio with him all the time, day in, day out. He's always family. I ain't seen him since I moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been back to Memphis one time since I've been in LA. I normally fly over Memphis. Because I don't be having other stuff to do. I don't be having a lot of time to stop. You know, I just talked to my mom this morning. She live in Florida. She like, you gonna pull up in Florida? I'm like, nah, I just shot that on business right quick. I'm back out. You know what I'm saying, in a few days or whatever. So I just be like, I'm saying it to say that. I'm just like, I'm
Always
hitting
on the
mood,
go.
man. I'm on the go, man.
Always on the go.
That's
Nothing
good.
wrong with that.
Yeah, that boy Jazzy Faye, you know, he down here. I see him probably about 4 times a week, man. That boy Jazzy, man.
Yeah, Jan's good people. Some of my people working with him right now.
Do you have any kids?
Good question. No, I don't have any kids.
So that's why you can move like that.
There you go.
All right, that's what's up, OG.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what's happening. Do you I guess you're looking forward to having
I ain't saying I wasn't looking forward to having none. It's just that I'm busy with other stuff right now.
this
Just be for real with you, man. Like, I'm so busy. I have to ask myself, would it be fair to the kid? You know what I'm saying?
My man.
I'm in Phoenix.
Yeah, my man.
I'm just in Phoenix.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope, OG.
Back
Understand.
and forth to Houston, back and forth to, you know what I'm saying, Dallas, back and forth to New York, all the time.
Understand. Yeah.
So it's like, what would the kid be?
You gotta respect that, because there's a lot of niggas out here wouldn't even ask that question. They just had a kid.
Boy, wait, just go.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, OG. And then they let you know that you really mean. I mean, just by a question like that, let you know that you really standing on business.
Man, principles.
Principles all the way.
All the way.
That's
the
dope.
key word for the day, man. Principles.
Understand.
That's the key word for life. Principles.
I understand
When you
that.
think about
Totally.
Rich OG, you think about principles. That means, you know, I got a reputation that, you know, when you with me, you're going to make a lot of money. You never get, you know, run into no kind of problems. You know, that's how we move.
I think it's gonna happen though.
It's already happened.
I don't think you're gonna have some kids.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're just gonna pop up on you one day. Damn. I think you're gonna have some kids. You gonna get that text message like that text may be like, "Yep, it's yours."
He said, I think it's gonna happen. He said, I think then he said, the kid.
I think it's gonna happen for you.
Hey, that wasn't. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Putting them kids on you, man, in the new year.
I think it's gonna happen. 2024.
Oh, man.
Too Short. Well, you know how Too Short. I say that because you know Too Short. I don't think Too Short ever had a child.
No, he did 4 years ago.
Yeah, he had a child.
He just had one.
But he
recent-
just had
yeah,
one, but
recent.
you see how old he was, and then the crazy thing about it, he always talk about female, your B word, and then that thing, you know, he have a daughter. So it's like, so you barely even see Too Short even saying that word now.
That's why I was seeing Ice-T out here with his baby girl, you know, and seeing she looked like a female Ice-T boy.
So
Hey, but you look, y'all bringing up guys in their 50s. Let's get back to my age range.
Straight up. Say bring it down a little bit.
Bring it down.
Bring it on down.
You still got time though, so
Oh yeah, I do.
you still got time.
So let's open up a bank first. You know, can we do that? Can we open up a bank? You know what I'm saying? Can you put up 2? You
That's
put up
power.
3. I put
Yeah.
up 4. You put up 5.
That's
How much is
power.
that?
That's power.
How much is that?
All right.
You know.
Yeah, that type shit.
Hey.
I understand. And
definitely need
is
one.
there a black
Greenwood.
an established black bank?
Greenwood Bank.
Greenwood.
Citizens Trust.
It's a free roll.
That's right. That's right.
It's a free roll.
When Killer Mike was supposed to be like
He's an investor in Greenwood Bank.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I know I heard something
With
about
Ryan
that.
Glover, Paul Judge, and former Mayor Andrew Young.
Okay.
Part of Greenwood. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's dope, man.
I seen a few branches and stuff like that in the grocery stores and stuff. Wait, it was in Walmart, ain't it? They got Greenwood in Walmart or Kroger's. Or,
No, so they're like online banking.
Okay,
Greenwood's
okay.
not going to be a physical thing.
okay, so it's
Not
online.
gonna be brick and mortar.
Yeah. But as far as black-owned Citizens Trust is probably black-owned with the brick and mortar banks and things like that.
Okay.
Rich OG.
What's up with it, fam?
What's up with it, fam?
Hey man, where you see yourself in a year?
That's a good question. Pretty easy to answer. Over the next 12 months, definitely going to be in the top 20 on Billboard. About 3 songs.
Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
You know, I see all of us collabing more and more, doing bigger and bigger and bigger things.
Oh, yeah.
That you can't even probably imagine right now.
We most definitely gonna do
We're
that.
going to definitely do those type of things. I see those things happening as well. Working with, you know, some artists that hit #1 on Billboard charts. You know, that's at the top. You know, collabo thing.
Understood.
You know what I mean? Working with some M-Town artists, some of the younger guys, Duke Deuce, and some of the older guys as well. You know what I mean? Doing that. Doing a West Coast collabo with some of the West Coast legends, you know, such as Kendrick Lamar and you know, Ice Cube, you know, E40.
You going for the gusto?
Yeah, you know, those type of guys, you know, as well as some of the younger guys, you know, Blueface, you know, OT Genesis, you know, that type of thing. So that's just, you know, looking forward to
Answer kids.
doing some.
Put that on there, man. Do
Working on
not.
the East
So
Coast.
kids.
Don't play this.
Working on some East Coast stuff.
Don't do this.
Gonna be working on some East Coast stuff with Fat Joe. And, you know, that's one of my things I need to be knocking out too. Had the privilege of running to him at the Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 versus battle.
Right.
Yeah, I was down there with my dude Jackson. Shouts out to my guy Jackson. You know what I mean? He always hold it down. You know, y'all need to get some clothes, you know, get some gear. He'll take care of y'all on that tip. You know, LB Supply out there in Long Beach. Shouts out to those guys. Those guys doing big things. #1 clothing, you know what I'm saying, distributor in Long Beach. So we getting things done. But yeah, man.
That's 12
Yeah, man.
months.
Yeah, 12 months, man.
So,
we got a lot going on, man.
where you
Buying
see
more
yourself
condos,
at,
buying
and,
more trucks for the trucking company, you know what I mean? Just running the bag up, man. I need $30,000 a day away from music. That was my point. Is people got to stop trying to come to music to try to get rich. That was my point when I was
It ain't gonna
saying-
work like that.
Yeah, nah, man. You gotta. When you, I tell you like this here. When the investors that started Capitol Records, they didn't start Capitol Records off of money that they had. You know what I mean? For as they went and worked the job and did Capitol Records. No, they did Capitol Records as a fun project.
Okay.
They did Arista Records as a fun project. They didn't do these places, you know, they do these things as a means to pay my life bills on a day-to-day basis. That's what we got to do. We got to change that mentality. So it's nothing wrong with you. Well, what they teach us is this right here in life. They teach you that your job is your first investor. So you have to be disciplined enough to be able to take a portion of that money from your job and invest it into what you want to be doing until you keep flipping back and forth until it replaces what you used to do. Now you do totally what you want to be doing. That type of thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's just one of those things, man, where there is no limit, there is no sky. You know what I mean? We just gonna keep going up with it.
Okay, keep on spilling. I'm hitting you with 1, and then now I'm finna hit you with 5. Where you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah.
probably be.
Slowing down or cashing out or still building?
I'm pretty much gonna be through with the rapping part of the business.
Okay.
But I'm gonna, probably more than likely be one of the top tier chairmen, what I'm saying, in the industry.
Understood.
Team owner type of dude, you know what I mean? Owner, like a team owner, like the LA Dodgers, you got a team owner.
Right.
So that type of thing, that's gonna be my approach, at that point, for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay. You most definitely living up to that name. Rich OG.
Rich OG.
Most definitely. Rich OG.
I mean, richest people that got all the money ain't got a handful of rings on, and then plus, when I just slap the taste out your mouth,
you want to feel that hand.
I don't want.
You want all palm.
All palm. Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, that's what's happening, man. Hey, so tell the people, man, where they can find your music at, and tell them your social media.
Okay, yeah. So on all digital platforms, Rich OG, and you might can look it up as Rich OG and E Slim. That's my brother from Milwaukee, and we got the hit single "Slap the Taste Out Your Mouth." You can find me on Instagram. You know what I mean? At Rich OG Life. And you want to send me some information or whatever, hit my Gmail, richoglife@gmail. And you got my website, richog.com. I got a lot of people working for me in Atlanta right now, including these gentlemen. And I got a meeting coming up here in a little while at a radio station. Get ready to go and knock some stuff down there, right down the street.
Okay.
I got to hook back up with Hustle King a few hours later. I got to move again. So we've been on a mission all the way through and through. You know what I mean? You got no way to cure up in the music, instrumentals or nothing? Can't cure no instrumental right now?
We're gonna do the one mic drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You finna go lay it down.
Finna go, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you finna go handle that right now, man. That's why I'm telling the folks where they can find you at. And man, I'm glad that my dog New Face pulled up, man. This is crazy, dog. New Face came to street versus industry.
New Face was
I think
here.
this is gonna take us to just another little plateau. Them views are finna go up.
And this is one, we talk about it because it was the 50th year of hip hop, and my goal was to do 50 cameos and music videos, movies, or podcasts.
So what was this? Was this the 50th? Don't tell me this the 50th.
It's either 50 or 51.
Oh.
50 or 51.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No diggity, no doubt. Man, we glad to have you, but we got to have you back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got to make it a New Faces there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm glad that you came in and tapped in with my Rich OG. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the beginning of a good business relationship that we're building with him, man. This is a talented brother, and he can supply a lot to the industry. You know what I'm saying? And artists, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey man, shit, it's Rich OG in the building, man.
Shouts out to Lazy Bone, yeah. Shouts out to Lazy Bone. I had the privilege of doing a lot of recording at his studio as well on the West Coast. Shouts out to 5150 Studio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, on the West Coast. That's DJ Yellow studio. I had a chance to do some engineering work out there as well.
Right.
Shouts out to Triple B. You know what I mean? Legendary music mastering guy out there on the West Coast as well. I mean, the list goes on and on, man. I'm well versed with this thing called life, man. When you love what you do, then you do what you love.
And it look like it's paying off for you too, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It really do. It look like it's paying off for you, man, for real.
Appreciate that.
It's an honor to have you, man. So we're going to close out, man. We're going to close this thing out, man. Street versus industry. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Cali Shots, and that's Cali, KALISHOTS. Everywhere. That's underscore KALISHOTS. That's everywhere. Instagram to Facebook, Twitter, all the new stuff. It's Cali Shots.
MySpace.
I was trying to rap back then. But that's another story. But hey, yeah, man. So it's Cali Shots, man, and I'm here with my dog.
DJ Hustle, you already know what it is. You can follow me at DJ Hustle King on all social media platforms. Yeah.
Let's go. We out.
You can catch me out in the streets, man. But if you want to catch me online, it's at New Face or just hashtag New Face was there. We on all the platforms: Black Planet, Pornhub, MySpace, Twitter, X,
Triple X videos,
Snapchat, TikTok, everything, Nintendo,
back page.
all that.
He
back
said,
page,
check
all
me
that,
out.
baby.
My dog said, check me
So
out.
we everywhere. You know the logo. New Face was there.
New Face was there.
And OG, you can tell them where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, y'all can check me out, man. Rich OG Life, man. You know what I mean? I got the reality TV show coming out called Rich OG Life. You know how we do it. Check me out, richog.com. Yeah, look me up on Instagram at Rich OG Life. You know what I'm talking about? We got the new hit single, Slap the Taste Out Your Mouth.
Ooh.
Let's make it happen.
Chop, chop. Street versus industry. We out.
Yeah.
Slap the taste out your mouth. 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 Slap the taste out your mouth.